Good to go.
There you go. Thank you. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome. Apologies for being a little bit late. I'd like to call the meeting of the Lawrence County Commissioners to order, today being Tuesday, March 24th of 2026. A couple of housekeeping items. I'll note for the record that this meeting is being live streamed and recorded. I would also request, if you have a cell phone, if you'd be kind enough to put it on vibrate or silent. We appreciate your doing that. I was walking down the steps with Mr. Burek, and I noted that I had a phone conversation earlier this morning with retired Judge David Acker. And he and his family his grandchildren especially, are in Florida right now. And I said, "How's the weather down there?" He said, "It's going to be in the 80s today." And I said, "Well, Judge," I said, "it's in the 20s here right now. So we can't catch a break. Someday we will." Before we do the Pledge of Allegiance and moment of silence, we lost a good man over the weekend, Bill Humphrey. Most of you knew Bill. Bill was employed for many years by Taylor Engineering out in Scott Township. And Bill was a tremendous engineer. We worked very closely with him. I actually worked with him when I was the township supervisor in Michigan back in the 90s. He knew, as you know, we have 27 bridges that the county owns and maintains. He knew everything about each of every one of those bridges. It was all up here. And he was always professional, always prepared, always responsive. You'd send him an email and he'd get back to you just like that. A true professional. But over and above that, he was just a kind, decent human being. And he passed away far too soon. And he leaves a wonderful family. He'll certainly be missed. It's gonna leave a big hole in this community, Bill's passing. Now, my two colleagues knew Bill as well, and I think it's only appropriate that I ask them if they wish to make any remarks. Mr. Kennedy?
Bill is just a good friend. He will be missed, not only to the county, but also the Catholic Church he was heavily involved in, and basketball at Newcastle. Bill was involved in so much stuff in the community, so many people. There's so many touched their lives. I know when I first called him at Wilmington Township to come help me, he was there in no time at all and helped us out. It ended up being a great relationship. When I came here, just come on over to the county. Wednesday, he was in Amy's office. Didn't realize that was the last time we'll see him. You just never know.
Thank you, Dan. Chris?
I'll just echo both of you. I knew Bill, my previous position and as a county. I was just impressed when I got elected commissioner, how knowledgeable he was. Like Dan said, you had a question, all on the telephone. Within hours, he usually got back to me. I just remember when we took the bridge tour last year. He knew every bridge. He knew this bridge in about another year and a half. We're going to have to do this to it. And that bridge, I mean, that impressed me. And like you said, Dan, in the community, he was very active. In the church, he was active as a coach level. And it's going to be a loss. It's going to be a loss for us at the county level with that knowledge, institutional knowledge that Bill had. And I know his family for many years, his wife, his children. It's just very sad, shocking. He went too soon. We're going to miss him up here. He was always, as you said, Chairman, a gentleman, professional. You couldn't have asked anything more from him. like he said, I knew him from before, but I knew him a lot. I got to know him better as a commissioner just because of what we deal with Taylor Engineering and everything. And yeah, he's going to be a major loss.
Thank you. I agree with both what you both said. He was one of the most even-tempered people I've ever met. Never saw Bill get flustered. I never witnessed that. I don't know if you did, Amy or Brian or Debbie. I never saw Bill either way up or way down. He was just always very steady and very solid. So please keep the Humphrey family in your prayers. And when we do the moment of silence, if you please keep them in your thoughts. With that, we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and ask you to remain standing. Mr. Sonata, could you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. We'll have a brief moment of silence. Thank you. I was a little bit remiss. Mr. Vanasco, did you care to say anything about that?
Just a great friend. It's hard to find somebody that was so good at his job and so friendly and just my condolences on to it. So
Thank you. I'm going to open it up. A lot of you knew Bill, and if you'd like to say something, that's fine. If you prefer not to, that's also fine. But if anybody would wish to say anything at this time, you're very welcome. Jennifer?
Bill sat on our board for Lawrence County Social Services, so I echo everything you guys have said, and he brought so much different perspective. But also Amy and I were talking when we did CDBG, who was part of my first project. So I'll never forget the wisdom and the patience he had helping some young whippersnapper figure out environmental review and PennDOT requirements. So he's going to be missed greatly.
Thank you very much. Did anyone else care to make a comment? Freddie?
Just if I could speak for conservation, I mean, there were just many, many times throughout countless summers where Bill and I and Jillian would be standing over sites next to Bill after hours when both of us could be there at the same time. And our office got to know him very well over that time, and we're just going to miss him a whole lot. It's going to leave huge. Cannot stress how much, Sonata mentioned the institutional hole it's going to leave. We're going to echo that. It's just going to be a huge loss. We're going to miss him a lot.
Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. Mr. Burek.
I met Bill Humphrey over 30 years ago when I became commissioner. He was our county bridge engineer back then. And as you said, just a consummate professional, always knowledgeable, prepared, kind. I can't say enough nice things about him. And then I also knew him through my church. My wife and I volunteer at the food pantry run by Holy Spirit Parish out at the St. Joseph site on Saturday mornings. I just saw him 2 weeks ago on a Saturday morning helping give out food to the needy in the community. What a great guy. And my condolences to his wife Karen and his children.
Thank you for sharing that, Ryan. Appreciate it.
So,
Amy?
I get teary, and I want to add though, not only is things he did here in our local community, but how well known he was across our region. Like yesterday, Commissioner Kennedy and I were at SPC, and PennDOT people were coming up to us and talking to me, and just what a shock it was. And we were just here Wednesday, and I just don't know how our office is gonna survive with some of the things that we do without him. He was a gem. Becky and I could call him, and he would call us back right away. We asked him for something, he got it to us in a minute. And his knowledge and everything that he did for this county is going to be missed. So I've known him for fresh out of college. I met him, so it's a big, big loss for all of us.
Well, it's obvious he touched a lot of people. It's based on all the comments that you've all made today. Let's take comfort in the fact I would offer that heaven's a little bit brighter today. With that, we'll move on. Thank you all for sharing your remarks. Vanessa, so we can establish a quorum, could you call the roll, please?
Commissioner Sinata,
Here.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Here.
Commissioner Vogler.
Here. We always have time during our meeting for public comment, twice during the meeting, one in just a few moments and then one before we adjourn. We welcome your comments. You're welcome to speak both times if you only want to speak once, or if you're just here to listen, that's all fine. We ask that your comments be related to county government matters, and if you're able to limit your time to about 5 minutes or so, we appreciate that courtesy. We also set aside time for row officer reports if they need to attend, and today we don't have any in our audience. So I'll open it up for public comment if anybody has a question or concern at this time. Hearing and seeing none. We'll do this before we adjourn. Next on the agenda under fiscal and contractual, we have 4 warrant registers that have been provided to us by the county controller's office. It's a listing of the checks that they have cut over the last few weeks. They are dated March 9, 10, 12, and 17. There might be a small error on your agenda under item 4 where it might say 2025. I'm not sure. That should say 2026. I'm going to ask my colleagues if they have any concerns. Mr. Sonata?
I read through them, I have not.
Mr. Kennedy? Would one of you wish to make a motion for us to accept these documents?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you both, gentlemen. If there are no questions, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler.
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. We have the minutes of the March 10 Commissioners meeting. I would remind everybody that last Tuesday, we did not have a public meeting. That was the State County Commissioners Conference in Dauphin County. But we do have the March 10 minutes, and Chris and Dan, once you've had a chance to look them over, I'd welcome a motion for us to adopt.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. If there are no questions, we can take a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. We have one document that has come in under written communications. It's from Gibson Thomas Engineering. This is, their corporate office is in Latrobe out in Westmoreland County. It's written to us notifying us that the United Pickle Products Corporation, which is based on US Route 19 in Scott Township, intends to submit a national pollutant discharge elimination system permit application to the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection for the industrial wastewater treatment plant installation at their facility in Scott Township. Mr. Kennedy, of course, represents us on the Forward Lawrence board. And Dan, I didn't know if you wished to add anything to this, anything you might want to.
Just they're trying to get the place up and running. And have since the cheese plant went out of business a few years ago, they had to do a new permit for the sewage treatment plant. They've got Gibson Thomas still that one. They're doing push loose and start operation here by the end of the year.
Thank you. Thank you for your work on that as well. Mr. Sonata, any comments?
No.
Thank you. I want to be real clear about one thing. It's interesting, as I noted, this facility is on US Route 19 in Scott Township. Curiously, it has a Slippery Rock mailing address. And I recall reading once in one of the Pittsburgh papers, they mistakenly thought it was in Butler County because of the Slippery Rock address. It is not. It is definitely in Lawrence County. So another example of some economic growth that we're experiencing. Gentlemen, may I have a motion to accept and file this document?
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Thank you. Both roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Under staff reports, we do have 2. One is listed. One we have following the planning report. Amy, would you? I feel bad. That table should have been pushed back a little bit. But, please make yourself comfortable. You wanted to give us an update on the county comprehensive plan.
Yeah, so we received a grant from DCD to update the county comprehensive plan, which the county is required to do so every 10 years from the municipality's planning code. We advertised for a request for proposals, sent it out to consultants in the area. And they were due yesterday by 3:00. And they were just to my office. I just actually printed them this morning because, like I said, I was in Pittsburgh, or Harmony with Commissioner Kennedy yesterday. But we did receive 4, so I just wanted to make you aware. We received one from Strategic Solutions, Mackin Engineering, HRG, which is these are all Pittsburgh firms, Herbert, Rowland, and Grubik, and also Michael Baker, which is located in, Michael Baker has multiple, and so does HRG, but their main office is in Pittsburgh. Mackin is in Pittsburgh, and Strategic Solutions also like Cranberry area. So I'll be taking the time to review these, rank them. We'll probably interview with them, and then make a recommendation to the commissioners to get that started.
Well, I appreciate that. I neglected to note for the record that the person speaking is Amy McKinney, our Planning and Community Development Director. Amy, at what point, I know you had mentioned that one of the requirements would be an advisory or steering committee that needs to be put together. We'll be talking with you about that, I assume.
Yep.
Do you recall roughly the size of that committee? Are there guidelines?
DCD recommends around 10.
Okay.
10 to 15. We don't want to be too big. Yeah.
Well, and you know, my hope would be that it would be diverse from the standpoint of getting some young people,
Yep.
some more seasoned people, and particularly geographically. I want to make certain that we have certain parts of the county that sometimes don't always get thought about or maybe overlooked inadvertently.
Yep.
But I think it's important we get some people from various corners of the county as
Agreed.
well. I'm going to see if Mr. Kennedy has questions for you.
None at all.
Thank you. Mr. Sonata?
No, we appreciate your efforts.
Great.
Thanks.
Well, thanks,
Appreciate that.
Amy.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. You're going to stick around, aren't you?
I am too. Other things too.
Thank you. It's not listed, but our tax claim director, Brian Burek, asked for an opportunity to give a report. So Brian, if you don't mind, please, we appreciate your coming down.
Good morning, Commissioners. Just want to give you an update on the upcoming free and clear sale next month. It's called the judicial sale, but it's also known more popularly as free and clear because at this sale, all the properties will have the back taxes and any liens, mortgages, and judgments that are on the title search removed. So this sale draws a lot of interest. Remember last year we had over 150 people up in the courtroom. So I just wanted to update you on a couple things. It's the sale's 30 days from today. It's on Thursday, April 23rd, 2026. Last Friday, the list of properties, and a lot of people want to know what property is going up for sale. It was published in the Newcastle News on Friday, March 20th, and in the Elwood City Ledger. The list is also available from my office. It can be purchased. And as you know, the sale is going to be online this year. Registration period begins on April 6th and runs through April 10th. And there's a link on our county website on the tax claim page for anyone who wants more details. They can call us or go there, and there's a link on how to register the week of April 6th through 10th. But just want to make you aware that the ad has been published, and we also, my staff did a lot of work. We have to find out any lien holders and any relatives or any deceased property owners. And last Friday, we mailed 776 certified letters, return receipt requested at the post office. So we provided all the proper 30-day notifications for the sale and the sales that go on April 23rd. So if you have any questions, but just wanted to remind the public that the list is published in the paper last Friday, March 20th. The list is available for sale at tax claim, and details how to register are on our website.
Kind of a very technical minor question. You said that the document is for sale, but can an individual come in and just kind of glance at it?
Yeah, we do keep a copy. Every day we print an updated copy. For example, last Friday, the ad had 206 properties listed. Since we submitted that to the newspaper, 3 people have come in and redeemed, paid all their back taxes. So as of today, the list has 203 properties, which I'm glad you said that. We do keep a list. Anyone can come in for free and view the list, and it's updated daily outside of my office. If they want to take a copy home, we do charge $10 for printing costs.
Thank you for
You're welcome.
that. Mr. Sonata, do you have questions for Mr.
No, I think it's, well prepared, Mr. Bureau, the system, the new system, is everything going well there? And
Going very well.
I know you said a presentation made before, and I think we're anxious to see it hopefully run smoothly. This is gonna generate more revenue for the counties.
All the forms that people had to come in and fill in person, I've sent them to the company and they've uploaded them and they're form fillable on their website. I checked it yesterday. Everything looks good.
Right, well, we know in the end, once it's done, if we have more people applying, looking at it, once it's online, will be a number.
Yeah, I'll still give you a report right after the sale. Last year we had 150 registered bidders, so I'll know after April 10th, I'll give you guys a report on how many people registered to bid. After the day after the sale, I'll have a report how many properties sold. And within 5 days, the company's gonna, Gubby's, the company we hired, is gonna send us the money. Instead of us counting all the money deposited, it'll be sent directly to our tax claim bureau judicial sale account.
That sounds good. Thank you, Chris. Dan, questions for?
No, not at all, just, things are going smooth, that's what I wanted to hear, so, thank you, Brian, for that.
Finally have a full staff, and like I said, there's a lot of work that goes into these sales before the sale. So I thank you guys for supporting our department and providing adequate staff.
Well, we appreciate all that you do. So thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Good day.
taking the time to come down. You take care. We move on to, I almost skipped our reports. Commissioner reports and comments, and we'll start with Mr. Sonata.
Time, I'm gonna pass this.
Thank you very much. I guess I'm next. I do want to note, because it's not listed on our printed agenda, the Lawrence County Retirement Board, which consists of the three of us, the county treasurer and the county controller. We have a special meeting at 1:30 today in this room, open to the public. There's only one agenda item, and that is to select a hearing officer. We've had a matter where a retiree does not concur with a decision that's been made by the retirement board as it relates to the timing of the most recent cost of living adjustment for retirees. And we have made a decision that the retiree does not concur with the decision, so the next step in this process is to bring in a hearing officer. So what will be happening today is the board will simply be designating who that hearing officer will be. So it should be a brief meeting. We won't have Sarah Wilson here giving any type of update. So that's the sole purpose of today's retirement board meeting. And if you'll bear with me just one second. Mr. Kennedy has really been on the go lately, and he's gone to a couple meetings that I didn't go to, and maybe you want to update us.
Well, I was at CCAP last week in Harrisburg. Got back here Tuesday. But, it was in went to a couple different seminars down there. The big one was data centers, what everybody wants to get about. Got through that. Yesterday, Amy and I were at SPC's long-range planning meeting, something different. That was new for me, but you've been through quite a few of them. Good turnout, but being there all day, so we got to this week's also. We've got some. It'll be a busy week again. As Joe says, I'm not here, but I'm running somewhere.
You make a very valid point. We all drive here. We park our cars outside, and you might walk by and not see our car there. Well, chances are, a good example was yesterday. Mr. Kennedy was over in Butler County attending a meeting on county business. And so just because our car may not be here doesn't mean we're not out somewhere else working. Perfect example of that.
Yeah, you guys have been keeping me running. So. And then now this morning we were at St. Joe's with the architectural firm. We're out there working right now, and I'm heading back as soon as we're done. So we keep things going, that's what we need to do.
Absolutely. So thank you very much, Dan. Also to Chris. New business, the first resolution involves, we do this every year, it's the mosquito surveillance for West Nile virus. And Freddie Smith is with us. Freddie, would you mind coming up? Freddie's with our conservation district. Now, the funding for this program comes from the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection. And we put on our printed agenda Penn State, but you'll have to help me here. Is Penn State involved, or is this strictly conservation?
So they used to administer the grant program. It used to be so, there are certain counties that the commissioner's office handles their vector control program, and then there are other counties that are managed by either their district or by a Penn State Extension office. For a time, this was administered by the Penn State Extension office. I want to say within the last 3 or 4 years, it was switched to us, and it's changed hands a couple times. But so they used to administer it, which is why there's probably a public record or a office record of some kind that shows them in there.
Well, I'll take the blame on this one, because first of all, I'm on the conservation board, I should have known. Secondly, I've been here a little bit longer than my two colleagues, and wouldn't expect them necessarily to know. So it's my fault it didn't say conservation.
Well, we're next door neighbors anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much, but.
But let the record show that should read conservation district. And with that, what number is this resolution?
39.
39. Freddie, do you want to give us a little bit of background as to what this resolution does? I'm assuming you have a copy of it.
Yes,
Okay.
I brought the copy down. It's just a repeat of the seasonal employment agreement for Dennis Stitch, who is the vector management technician. So it is a repeat basically of last year. So last year showed a salary increase for him based on an increase in the grant we received from DEP. So again, his pay is all fully grant funded. It's just reimbursement based. So it comes from the county and then reimbursed at the end of the season, at the end of the year. We got an increase for him last year. There's no change in his pay from last year to this year because of the significant increase from years prior to last year. The mileage rate, I think, may need updated because his agreement is usually written before we're aware of the change, but it might be up to date now, but I cannot recall if it's behind or not, but.
The resolution simply states that the mileage would be at the current standing IRS rate. What is that, 72.5
The
cents?
contract does say 72.5.
So that would have, our budget accommodates that. It's not going to be a problem, but we changed that just because we tended to draft, his seasonal contract, and then the change would come out in January or something, and so we would amend it in these meetings. It's easier this way. But we have our grant agreement. DEP is still finishing their end of the grant agreement, but they awarded to us in January. I think you've already signed. I think you got your signatory back then. It's a little late for them, but they're still, we've been awarded our grant. So it's, again, not big change from last year to this year, just his seasonal, and then his employment will be ending at the end of October.
Well, thank you for all those helpful details. I'm going to see if Commissioner Kennedy has any questions.
No, I just met Dennis Stitch years ago. He was in Marty Park. And I said, he was down there with a bucket doing some stuff, and went down to see what he was up to, and he told me what he was doing. Be glad to have him there. Keep people safe.
Thank you. Chris?
No, I just, you're very thorough and we appreciate that. So, those mosquitoes up once, yeah.
Thank you so much. Freddie, thanks to you. Gentlemen, would one of you wish to make a motion for Resolution 39?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you. And again, what we're doing here is entering into an agreement with Dennis Stitch to conduct mosquito surveillance in the county for the West Nile virus. We have a motion and a second. If there are no other concerns, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Freddie, good to see you as always.
Good to see you guys.
You
Thank
take care. I want to give a shout out to Freddie real quick. One of your major responsibilities at the Conservation District is the low volume and dirt and gravel road program.
Yes.
And you've been all over. You've worked in conjunction with some of our local municipalities, Slippery Rock Township, Wilmington Township, New Beaver Borough, and I'm probably missing a couple. But the end result of your work, you were involved with the Phillips School Road Bridge, I believe, in Wilmington Township.
Extensively.
Out at McConnell's Mill State Park, one of the roads that goes through there is owned and maintained by Slippery Rock Township, even though it's within the park boundaries, and made significant enhancement to that road. It's the one that goes around all the boulders out there. But, and Muddy Creek Road as well, out in Slippery Rock Township. And I think in the near future, you'll be working more and more down in New Beaver Borough. And there's probably some others that I have forgotten, but I want to thank you. You've really done a tremendous job.
Thank you. A little embarrassed. Thank you.
No,
Appreciate it.
you deserve the thanks, and I'm sure my colleagues agree. Dan saw it firsthand with the bridge.
You've done a tremendous job out there, and they appreciate it.
Thank
Especially the guy that was doing all the excavating. He kept telling me, you better keep that kid employed there. So we appreciate it.
Thanks, Freddie.
Thank you.
The next item, resolution 40, comes to us from Lawrence County Social Services, and Vanessa Lovely's with us today. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi.
Good, thank you. We're always glad to see you.
Thank you, likewise.
You're here to talk about the Senior Citizen Nutritional Shopping Program, which I think once a year we do this. So
We do.
It's that time of year.
It is. And I'm a little late this year, so please pardon my untimeliness to some degree. But yes, I'm here to request your approval to continue the program into 2026. And just a quick kind of reminder of what the program is. On our ACTS buses, our senior citizens age 65 and over already get an 85% discount to ride anywhere they would like to go. Well, it can still cost a few dollars per trip. And for a lot of our seniors, without this program, which reduces their cost to $1 per trip for grocery shopping, farmers markets, and food pantries, they found themselves just not going to the grocery stores often, not having access to fresh, vegetables and meat and whatnot. So you all started this wonderful program years ago, at least 10 years now it's been going on. And I'd like to ask that we continue it into the new year. We are seeing an uptick in just general, all of the trips on ACTS, but specifically our seniors. So I underprojected for 2025. We actually provided almost 900 more trips than I projected, which had a cost of just shy of $1,700. So if it's permissible, I'd like to request $9,381. That would be the deficit from 2025, and then assuming the same type of service needs this year, that would be that total. But I'd also like to mention that if this grant's becoming too large, we can look at a way to kind of constrain the number of trips, or if there's something else that we can do, because we don't want to ever lose the program. So.
Well, and I appreciate, you're presenting it in that manner. Anytime we have an issue involving what it might do as far as our county budget is concerned, we look to this gentleman. We ask him, is this something we can accommodate? And that's what.
Certainly, yeah, this year.
Thank you.
Very
Thank you. And along those lines, then, let me see if Mr. Sonata has any questions.
No, I think Vanessa, you've done a really fine job. I know you explained it to us 2 years ago, gave us a thorough background. It's provided good services to our community, and especially our seniors. I think that's critical. Like you say, it can be cost efficient if we got the healthy food specialists, things they really need, keep them healthy. That's the most important.
Thank you. Mr. Kennedy,
Thank you.
one final quick question for you. As part of your overall budget for this program, obviously it takes fuel to run the vehicles. And beginning of the year, no one foresaw the fact that gas would be up about $1 a gallon. Have you factored that into this, or is this something maybe we can address? And hopefully what will happen is the price of fuel is going to come back down. Hopefully this is a spike the end of the day, hopefully sooner rather than later, we'll see those prices come down and stabilize. But is that factored into your budget?
No. The fares that we charge are the same, they're built on the PennDOT shared ride fare structure, which is fancy it's what we charge everybody for a trip. So for example, the real cost of the trip for someone going to Walmart or food pantry might actually be $13.25 or $17.50. And we're billing 85% of that back to the PennDOT lottery fund. And then the 15% would be entirely the passengers, the seniors' responsibility. But because of this program, it's limiting the seniors' portion even more. So long term, we may have to consider a fare increase. We haven't had one in a long time, but we're not doing anything specific for this program or anything near term.
I thank you for that. Having the fact you've said more, Dan, any other questions? Chris, anything else? This is resolution 40 that would allow for the county to contribute $9,381 as part of the required local co-payment for the senior citizen nutritional shopping program that is administered through specifically the Allied Coordinated Transportation Services. Gentlemen, would one of you wish to make a motion for this proposal?
I'll make the motion.
No second.
Thank you both, and if there are no other questions, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thanks so much, Vanessa.
Thank you.
Always nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Take care. The next item is number 41. Actually, we have two items from the planning office. Amy McKinney is back for us. Appreciate your sticking around. It looks like number 41, we're making perhaps a technical correction or an amendment to resolution 2026-33 that was approved 2 weeks ago. Can you tell us what it is we're doing here?
Yeah, so this is an application we're making to the Department of Community and Economic Development for the Municipal Assistance Program, to match our DCNR grant we got. In the original resolution, I didn't identify that we're requesting $25,000 from DCV and $11,000 will be the county's commitment. The DCNR request was we had committed $36,000 of the county funds. We were awarded that, and then I was made aware by my grant manager at DCD that we could apply for this to decrease the county's match. So that's what this is doing. We're requesting $25,000 to DCD and showing that the county will still be contributing a portion of general funds.
Which according to this would be 11,000?
Yep.
And if I'm reading this correctly, this is specific to the Phase 2 master site plan at the Quaker Falls facility in Mahoning
Yep.
Township, right?
And again, we received $36,000 from DCNR, the C2P2 program. So
Very good, thank you. Mr. Kennedy, do you have questions for me? Thank you. Chris, any questions? No. Okay, thank you. May I have a motion for resolution 41?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Gentlemen, I thank you both, and if there is no other discussion, Vanessa, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes,
Motion carries.
thank you. Resolution 42, now that I'm looking more closely at it, does this fall under you or does this fall under Jennifer? or
well, it's both.
both?
We're here together.
Okay.
We're a team on this one. So this is a pass-through grant. This is a pass-through grant. The county was the applicant to the Department of Housing and Urban Development. This would be the third grant, or this? Well,
This
but
is
I've
our
been involved.
seventh
This is the
grant.
third one I think that maybe I've been really involved in. So this is a 2025 led Healthy Homes Initiative service that the county will be working with Lawrence County Community Action Partnership, Lawrence County Social Services. And it's an agreement that we enter into with them every time. It's a little bit different this time, this 2025. HUD is requiring basically the counties have a little bit more hands-on with the program, which is fine. So Jen, myself, and Rebecca have been working very closely together. We actually have a call here at 11 for a startup with the grant. Rebecca will be attending a training in Arlington, Virginia in April. Jennifer will be going as well as two of her staff, Holly and Ryan. So this, the majority of the funds will be passed right through to Jen's department. The county will be holding some funds, the reimbursement for the travel, Rebecca and I's time to do the draws that we do. And that's all spelled out in the grant agreement. We met earlier with Dave Prestapine to get everything set up in Munis, so we can account for everything as well too. So, you want to add anything?
You made me feel old. This is our 7th grant, and spanning over since 2006. So I was like, geez, that's 20 years. I've been coming here and saying thank you for your support. So the lead hazard control grant helps individuals who are low to moderate income with families with children under the age of 6. The goal is to remediate lead hazard in lead-based paint. And one of the cool things about this program is you have supported it to be regional so that the County of Lawrence can be competitive in a national setting. So this round here, we have 7 counties: Lawrence, Butler, Mercer, Indiana, Delaware County, and Crawford. So kind of redeveloped some partnerships through DCED, CDNH group who does housing, because a match is required. So those people in municipalities bring match to the table. A 4-year grant, we're gonna do, it's $5,750,000 this time because it's expanded in the years. 120 lead safe units, and they set aside that $750,000 for healthy homes. So those are things that are usually outside of lead-based paint: slips, trips, falls, water, like gutters and downspouts, roofs. So 40 of the 120 homes will get the healthy home supplement as well. Lawrence County we're projecting to have 62 units. I think it's
62 or 67. We always get that number last.
62 units will stay inside of the county. The other units will be partnered with other municipalities and community actions.
So you'll be seeing some papers coming your way to sign, Commissioner Vogler, as the chair, from to do the ERR, the environmental reviews for Butler County, so we're working very closely with those groups right now to get their approval.
Yeah, and I want to thank you and your staff, and Vanessa.
Yeah.
Because I think you probably are doing some things that technically I should be doing. Maybe not, but thank you for that. So a lot of this is very, very technical.
It is.
You've always helped me, so thank you.
HUD's very specific on how they want things and how they want it done. And
Yep.
so Jen and I, hats off to her and her staff. They're fantastic. And this is a tremendous program that they've been doing, not just for our county, but other counties. And the other counties wouldn't be able to do it if it wasn't for them.
Right, exactly.
And for you supporting it regional. It's not always easy to take that on.
Right.
So we appreciate that, and I know the other counties do as well.
So-
And thank Vanessa, because she keeps us on our toes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has questions.
No, I'd have a comment, but you don't want to hear it.
You can go ahead.
That's all the extra dollars he gets for being chairman. We got 3 great people that help you with it, so what else could you ask?
You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Thank you, Dan. Mr. Sonata.
No, both of you do a fine job. We appreciate your efforts.
Well, given that, thank you, Chris. Given that, this resolution notes that Lawrence County Social Services will be awarded the lead HHI contract. And as you noted, it's a 4-year contract. This will be completed by July 16, 2030. So you two will be here to see that happen. So that's the nature of this, or the gist of this proposal. May I have a motion for Resolution 42?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Thank you. there are no other questions, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Ladies, thank you both so much.
Thank you, Bill.
Really appreciate it. Next on the agenda is our public safety department, and Chad Strobel, our director, is with us. And today Chad has a proposed agreement with the Butler County Hazardous Materials Response Team. So I'll let you get settled in, and you can give us all the specifics.
First off, sorry about the alarm.
No, no, no.
The technician working in the tower, he unplugged something and it notifies.
Well, do you-
everything, so.
But you have to leave.
No, I did not know he was coming today, so he's ahead of schedule. But today I'm asking your support in entering a contract with the Butler County Hazardous Materials Response Team. Be a one-year contract for them to provide us emergency response for hazardous materials incidents. Act 165, Pennsylvania, it's the Emergency Planning and Response Act. States every county has to either have within their county or contract with a state certified hazardous materials response team. Historically, we've been with McCutcheon Enterprises. They had a very large increase in our annual retainer this year, went from $2,500 to $7,500 unannounced overnight. And we've only called them twice in the 20 years that I've been here. So after
And-
speaking,
Forgive me for interrupting, but you came to one of our meetings and made us aware of this, because I believe you did.
Yeah,
This is the second time I think I've heard this.
yeah, by email, I'd let you know when we started the negotiations, and I mentioned it, I believe. So.
I'm not surprised right now. I recall you're advising us of this. By what format, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Thank you for keeping us in the loop. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, that's okay. But after discussing with Director Bicehouse from Butler County, he offered the services to their team. This will be, again, a one-year contract. The retainer fee will be $2,500, which would come out of our Act 165 funding, the chemical facility reporting funding, and our annual grant, Hazardous Materials Emergency Response Grant. So it will be paid for out of grant money, and we'll use this year where they're retained provide services to work out a future arrangement for 2027. We're looking at integrating our county first responders to assist them more in that materials field, so that we have boots on the ground prior to them getting here from Butler. Now, state says they have to have somebody here within 2 hours. We're using McCutcheon and Apollo. They have a person here in 2 hours, so they're not real picky on how long, but they will be well within that 2 hour time limit. They'll check all the boxes for the state, and we'll be in line with the Act 165 requirements by using Butler.
Well, thank you. I appreciate, the work you put into developing this, and helps the three of us have a good working relationship with our three Butler County colleagues. They're good people. We work well together. I'll turn it over to Mr. Sonata for any questions.
I have none.
Thank you, Chris. Mr. Kennedy? Okay, thank you. So you are recommending this to us, Resolution 43, that would allow the county to enter into this agreement with the Butler County Hazardous Materials Response Team. May I have a motion for Resolution 43?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, gentlemen. Any concerns? Hearing none, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata?
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy?
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Chad, thanks for stopping over. Stay safe.
All right, thank you.
Take
Good, have
care.
a good day.
Thank you. Good. Mental Health and Developmental Services, Scott Baldwin, the director of that office, is with us today. And Scott, thank you for your patience this morning.
Yeah.
Appreciate your being here. Resolution 44 would be an agreement with Northview Estates Limited Partnership. Can you give us a little bit of background on who they are, what they do, and what the nature of the agreement is?
Yeah, so Northview Estates is a personal care home in Elwood City. We have a contract with them this fiscal year. It's a personal care home where our members will stay. And we've had more referrals this year than we anticipated. So we're just asking to increase their budget from $65,000, adding 25 to it, to a new contract amount of $95,000. Those will be paid out of Human Services Block Grant funding, which would be another additional cost to the county.
Answers my question, so thank you. And of course, being the old timer that I am, I think that facility many years ago was the old Elwood City Hospital. It's up on Border Avenue.
It does. It's
Yeah.
where it's at, yeah.
A long time ago, that was the Elwood City
Is that right?
Hospital before they moved over to Walnut Ridge area. But anyhow, I digress, and I'll see if Mr. Kennedy has any questions. Mr. Sanada? We'll take a motion then, please.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you, gentlemen. Vanessa, could you call the roll for Resolution 44?
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes?
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 45, this is an agreement with Community Alternatives. They're based here in the county, are they not? Can you give us some background on this one, please?
So Lawrence County, we have 3 mental health clinics. Community Alternatives is one of them, located in Union Township off Scotland Lane. They provide several services for us. The one that has been the busiest is this mobile stabilization team. The referrals have dramatically increased. We've added an additional staff this year, which we weren't anticipating. So we're looking to increase that contract this fiscal year from $180,000, adding 120 to it, with a new total of $300,000. And again, that would be paid out of the Human Services Block Grant funding at no cost to the county. And it's a program that serves some of our most complex cases in the community, with the goal of reducing hospitalizations and incarceration. So it's been a great program. We're happy with Community Alternatives and the services they've provided for us. So,
Thank you, Scott. Maybe it didn't click with me. Do you have the resolution in front of you?
I have a copy of the budget.
Could you read item 1 and make sure, because I heard the figure 180. Can you make certain that item 1 is stated accurately?
Yeah, the 120 that's correct.
So the 120 in the resolution is correct. So you're asking for an adjustment of 180.
An adjustment of 120. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I may have the numbers mixed up.
Yeah, or maybe I'm missing something.
The amended contract amount will be 120,000.
Okay, and that's, so it's stated properly. Yeah, it's understood and agreed that it says here the stated maximum of 120 shall be adjusted to 300.
Yeah.
So that's correct.
That's correct.
Okay, that's fine. When the 180 threw me for a loop, so I do apologize. Let me see if Mr. Sanada has any questions.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. And again, thank you for my benefit for clarifying that language is correct. Thank you. Gentlemen, this is Resolution 45. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you both. If there are no other concerns, we'll ask for a roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Scott, always nice to have you. Take care. Proposed Resolution 46, and we've been doing this for many years, and it's certainly for me, and I'm sure for Dan and Chris, it's a pleasure to do this. Pennsylvania law allows counties to implement an increase in fees for deeds and mortgages in the Register and Recorder's Office. And the fees collected then are earmarked into a fund known as the Lawrence County Affordable Housing Fund. And we have the authority to earmark and distribute those dollars. And traditionally, there have been 2 organizations through the years that we continue to support. They do great work. One is the Mission Barn. For many years was out in Hickory Township, but now is located in Shenango Township. And we've already given them some money this year. And then we did receive a written request from the Carpenters Group, Carpenters Project, which in the summer months in the Elwood City area, volunteers go out and assist homeowners with repairs to their homes that they might otherwise not be able to afford. This resolution would allocate $15,000 from the Affordable Housing Fund to continue to support the Carpenters Project. Mr. Sanada, do you have any questions?
I'll just echo, I think it's a very good organization. I mean, you brought it to our attention a couple of years ago, Chairman, when we took office, and what I've talked is I've had an opportunity to talk to them, and they're doing really great work down there. And we appreciate what they're doing for the small amount of money that we give them. It really does open up.
Thank you for your comments, and Mr. Kennedy?
No.
Thank you. May I have a motion for Resolution 46?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Thank you both. And ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Resolution 47 would be an agreement between the county and the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank. We've been in a relationship with this organization for many years. And Vanessa, it did get a little bit delayed this year, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah, but it's worked out, whatever issues there were, we got them all worked out, which is why it's in front of us today. So the resolution would, if it were to be approved, would designate the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank as the entity responsible for administering Lawrence County's food program under the Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture's State Food Purchase Program. Vanessa or Joe, I hate to put you on the spot. Would this be for calendar year 26? Do you know?
It would be for calendar year 26.
Okay, so chances are sometime early next year we'll be doing this again.
Yeah,
Okay.
we've been doing it for several years.
Okay. Mr. Kennedy, do you have questions? Mr. Sanada?
No,
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Thank you, and roll call, please.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes,
motion carries.
thank you, Vanessa. I know you put a lot of work into that, so thank you. Transfer requests, I'm gonna read through them. Gentlemen, stop me if you wish, or if we get to the end, we can take one motion if you'd like. Maintenance is asking for a $20,000 transfer from within their budget from the maintenance and repairs line item into minor equipment. The Public Safety Office is asking for a $500 transfer from within their budget from vehicle expense line item into minor equipment line item. Central Court would like a $2,000 transfer from their contingency into their materials and supplies line item. The District Attorney's Office is asking for a transfer from within his budget of $5,690 from vehicle expense into office minor equipment. Court Administration is asking for a $3,000 transfer from their salary line item into their contracted services line item. And finally, Juvenile Probation is asking for a $1,000 transfer from their contingency into equipment lease. Dan, any concerns?
None.
Chris, any concerns? Gentlemen, would one of you like to make a motion just to approve all of the requests?
I'll make the motion to approve all of the requests.
I'll second.
I thank you both. And there being no other discussion, we'll ask Vanessa to call the roll.
Commissioner Sinata,
Yes.
Commissioner Kennedy,
Yes.
Commissioner Vogler,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Announcements, this Board of Commissioners will meet once again 1 week from today, Tuesday, March 31 at 10 a.m. in this room, open to the public. On Friday, April 3, courthouse will be closed in observance of Good Friday. And as noted earlier, the Lawrence County Retirement Board will have a special meeting in this room today at 1:30 to designate a hearing officer. That's the sole purpose of the meeting. But it is open to the public if anybody wishes to attend. And that reminds me, we'll have to let IT know, won't we?
I read.
Yeah, see, I figured you did. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Closing comments from my colleagues, Mr. Sanada.
I have none.
Oh, thank you. And closing comments from Mr. Kennedy.
I have.
Thank you, sir. Vanessa, Joe, anything you've missed? Oh, public comment. You came in right at the right time. No questions?
Not really.
Okay. We'll be around. And I've got one more packet to give you. Right here. Well, thank you all. We had a long meeting today, but again, we hadn't met last week, so we have to do a little catching up. Thank you all. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I make the motion to adjourn. I'll second.
All those in favor, please say aye. Aye, opposed, same sign. Motion carried. Meeting's adjourned. Joe, if you wouldn't mind turning off the machine. Betty, you've been busy.
Getting other stuff.
I know. I mean, you're all over. Different meetings you cover.
The tech issue was,
That took some of your time.
yeah,